What's going on, Jasmy family, Jasmy army? Salute to you guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well on this Friday night. What I'm going to do is I'm going to uncover some of the layers that I feel are super important to Jasmy as a project, as a company, and as the future of cryptocurrency. Why data is super important for Jasmy to be able to master and dominate. That would put us in a very, very beautiful position for the company, for the project, for cryptocurrency as a whole. So thank you guys for tuning in. Again, salute to you, my Jasmy army, Jasmy family. Drop those Jasmys in the comments like you guys do best. And let's get into Jasmy. If you're interested in jumping into the Patreon, this Patreon is going to be extremely valuable. Right now it's actually sitting at a 50% discounted rate at $49.99. But once the platform is actually built 100% complete on how I'm setting it up, you'll be glad you got in at that price. So right now going forward, we're building a crypto one-on-one course, and then we're also doing a research and strategy course for cryptocurrency. And then also I'll be uncovering my portfolio that I have in cryptocurrency for you guys to be able to take a look at and go ahead and measure it against your portfolios and see what type of coins that I'm actually invested in. Not only that, we're going to be building a YouTube content creation on how to be successful in doing YouTube. So if you're interested in that, this is what this Patreon has to offer and so much more. So make sure you guys hit that link in the description and check it out. Hit the about page. It's totally under construction right now, but like I said, I'm offering a 50% discount to get in right now because the price will go up when the platform is completed. Also, you'll have access to Discord, which we'll be doing our one-on-ones and a lot of other great stuff in that Patreon. So make sure you guys check that out. All right, let's talk about Jasmy coin and why everybody's so excited behind Jasmy coin. Well, there's been tons of information coming out from Jasmy throughout this past year that we've been in. Jasmy has formed tons and tons of relationships and partnerships, doing all the groundwork for a very successful project. Not only that, they started to actually build and sell some of their computer systems that have the new Web3 decentralized information systems that are in those computers, which is super bullish. Now, a lot of people ask, well, what is the challenge with Jasmy? The main thing that I see with Jasmy that's becoming a challenge for many investors, especially investors in the United States and other countries, is that Jasmy is formally building within Japan. So everything you look for is essentially in Japanese. So we get lucky when some of the pages have an English tab on it where we could actually go in there and see exactly what they're talking about. But there are some news articles and stuff that comes out that does not have an English tab, and we're just kind of dead in the water at that point. So the main thing you have to understand is Jasmy is building within Japan primarily before they enter into a global market. Now, are they preparing themselves for a global market? Indeed they are. They are building the PC, secure PC software for the United States, which is awesome because once the United States starts to incorporate Jasmy, then it's going to start booming. So we'll see some good price action coming out of Jasmy soon. But I mean, for Jasmy on the charts, Jasmy was looking pretty good these last couple weeks. Congratulations to all you investors that were in on Jasmy at 002 or 003. Definitely took some nice gains, which was a good milestone for us to just see some solid price action coming out of Jasmy. That's what we've been waiting for. Let's talk about Jasmy and the future of Jasmy. You know, it's very unique when you start to understand how cryptocurrency projects are and how they actually design themselves to benefit not only the world, but to benefit cryptocurrency as a whole. And I believe Jasmy is trying to accomplish both of those details behind their project, because it's very clear that Jasmy cares obviously about the people. So what they've done is they designed these computers, they designed the software to integrate with the IoT. Now everything we do is behind IoT, right? A lot of transactions we do on a day-to-day basis is all behind data, IoT, right? I mean, if I think about it, I mean, 60% of my day, I'm doing transactions on my phone through the internet because that's what we do. Many of us don't go to the bank no more. Many of us don't go to the stores. Some of us, I mean, a lot of us shop through Amazon, and with Amazon having like food services now, it's very easy to go ahead and order through your phone or through a laptop through using Internet of Things data, right? So here's the other thing to that is that, well, now they have food delivery services. So it's kind of a good thing and it's kind of a bad thing. It's a good thing because where Jasmy is trying to position themselves to be able to use their crypto to purchase and make transfers and transactions of goods and services. The flip side is that sometimes we take away from going out in the world, but there's also a double edge to that because now we got more time available for us to just hit our phone, order some stuff. That's it. We go on about our day. We don't have to take that commute from going from our home to the store and then back to home. So we're essentially saving money and time because you're not using a lot of gas to travel back and forth. So with Jasmy creating this company and focusing in on Internet of Things and the availability to use Jasmy coin to purchase goods and services, and not only that, offering a computer system that has Web3 decentralization built in, okay, on top of that, starting to unlock their data focus for the project. So what I mean by that is that their ultimate goal was data democracy. They want to control data and they want to get the power of data back into the hands of the consumer, back into the hands of the user. They want to take away from big corporations from making millions and millions and millions of dollars off of our data information and all. So it's kind of like, if you look at it, it's already in play, right? Because here's how we have to look at it. Number one, Jasmy focuses on data democracy. Number two, they built the computer system that's going to be able to manage these transactions through the IoT system. Now, with decentralization, it's giving the power of data to come back into the hands of those who are behind the computers, so that now if somebody wants to buy your data, they're going to essentially have to make you an offer on your PC saying, you know, maybe it's a decentralized email that comes across your laptop and it's like, hey, can I buy your data for 200, 300, 400 Jasmy tokens? Cool, here we go, boom. Who knows what the price of Jasmy coin is going to be while this starts to take place. This is the very beginning stages of Jasmy, and this is so important for you investors to understand that this is the beginning of the Jasmy coin project. So keep that in mind. Jasmy has been around. They've barely started getting some momentum with putting everything into practice. Now, of course, it's kind of hard to fathom that Jasmy's been doing anything because everything's been done in the background. So essentially what that does is that tells us that Jasmy's been doing everything in the background. They've been preparing, doing all the legwork. They got the PCs out there. They got the IoT going. Now they got to incorporate the whole data democracy security to be able to give the power through AI to start making those transactions available to consumers that want to purchase your data. So the way I look at it and why I'm so super bullish on Jasmy is because I could visually see, as I start to look at every stage of their project, you know, picking up all the partnerships. These are all pieces of the puzzle that's going to make Jasmy successful. Sometimes we don't realize that. We just say, oh, well, they're picking up another partnership. They're picking up another partnership. They're not doing nothing. But these are all the pieces of the puzzle, the moving parts that's going to make Jasmy successful in this next bull run and many bull runs to come. Jasmy is essentially a very long-term play. Now, the growth of the company, I'm hoping to see some massive growth every bull run that we hit, right? I don't see Jasmy going to a certain level and then falling off like a project that did well and died out. I see Jasmy as evolving. I see Jasmy with a goal of getting into ETFs. I see Jasmy with a goal of identifying what they have to do to get to these certain points. Why I believe they're going to be very successful, you have a team of Sony executives. Sony back in the 80s and 90s was one of the best technological electronic distribution companies. They are focused on advancing in technology over and over. I remember when I was younger, I always wanted Sony equipment, Sony stereo, Sony radio. If you had Sony, you were like the ish, right? You were like the top dog because you had Sony stuff, right? Nobody was looking at Panasonic or Fisher or Pioneer, and Sony were like the top two because Sony was dedicated to evolving their technology within electronic components or electronic radios and whatever the case may be, TVs, everything. So that's what made Sony very unique when it came to a business as a franchise or however they were built, their structure. But they were very, very successful for many years. But then obviously other technology came in and kind of cut that down. But I believe with the understanding of cryptocurrency for Sony executives, they're really going to get into the point where they know how to evolve forward. Because if you've actually listened to Hera, he's actually put out some pretty much finite details that they're not stopping at data democracy. They're moving into ETFs. They're looking at making it a traded stock, you know. So there's already some forward thinking from these Sony developers and executives behind Jasmy that it's pretty much black and white. So Jasmy is going to be pushing forward into the future, and that's very, very comforting to my soul because I know that they're going to go forward with this project and they're going to be successful because that's what Sony does. So that's why I'm really super bullish. Prices, guys, if you guys want to see my prices for Jasmy coin, make sure you guys hit my Patreon. So inside my Patreon, I actually do have a full presentation behind my holdings of Jasmy tokens and Jasmy coin, and inside there you'll find a full presentation behind all the information I put together for my exit strategy and my exit plan and price prediction for Jasmy coin. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, make sure you hit that Patreon link in the description. Also, you can pick up on some strategies, or if you're just struggling in crypto in general, this is going to be a good space for you to be in because as it starts to grow and as we start to build this bigger and bigger, we're going to have investors in there that are seasoned. We're going to have newer investors. And when we all start coming together and putting information out there, everybody's guaranteed to learn. So that's my goal. That's my vision for the Patreon, is for you guys to be able to just 10x your knowledge so that going into these future bull runs, you guys will have the ability to make educational guesses, educational decisions based on investment strategies and based on just technical analysis over time. And definitely you could pick up a lot from other people within the community. So Jasmy Army, Jasmy family, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, or if you guys are already subscribed, just hit that like button, please. Appreciate you. But thank you so much for taking your time to watch this. I hope you guys got some value out of it. I love Jasmy as a project, as a business, as a cryptocurrency, and I do believe that Jasmy is going to be the leader of the future when it comes to Web3 data, democratization, decentralization. All right, take care, be blessed.